Hey everybody, welcome back to another few minutes here with Mark today. It's been a while since I've been able to talk to you. Much going on in our lives, but I'm glad to be here today. There's something on my mind these days, and it's happened over the last, 60 days or so in a lot of my deep thoughts and contemplation. And I want to share that with you about the postmodern, the post-Christian, and the post-technological age that we live in. But before I do that, please go down and subscribe to this channel. That subscription makes a big difference. It's how I keep going on the channel. And also a like. The likes is what tells YouTube to position me. And the more likes I get, the more position I get on a page. When somebody Google searches for something like this, which is Christian men's leadership. So be strong, be real, be not afraid, and be a man. So here we go. The three things that are on my mind are what we live in today, and what we live in right now is a postmodern, a post-Christian, and a post-technological age. And what that means to us is that we live in an age where all these things have come and gone. They were new at one time. They had a maturation period. As they say in marketing, they ascended on the S curve until you hit the peak and started getting generation. And we've been through all these ages. And the thing that surprises all of us Christian people, especially as Christian men, is, whoa, he just say post-Christian? Well, yeah, 20 years ago, there was 98, 99% of the people believed in God. Today, it's barely 80. It's in the 70s now. So Christianity is on a decline, and the perversity of evil is on the rise. Yeah, and then we have the post-technological age. There's so much technology available today that nobody is withheld or stopped or prevented by age, race, creed, color, financial status from technology. Everybody has it. Everybody has access to it, whether it's in the palm of their hand through free phones and free services, or it's at the local library or some other place where you can go and have access. So within that age group, here's my question I pose to you today. No longer modern, everything's been through the curve. No longer Christian, it's on the major decline from 99% 20 years ago to under 80 now. And a lot of people debate those numbers, but just stick with me here. Here's the point. And the post-technological, everybody has it, right? We're on a level playing field. Every piece of data, information ever known to mankind is available. Bang.com, Google search, YouTube search, anything at all you want to know. It doesn't mean you're an expert, but it makes us all think we're an expert. Now, in the post-Christian age, what us Christians know is that the human being, no matter who they are, what they are made of, as far as composition, temperament, mentality, things like that, they're always in search for three things: the true, the good, and the beautiful. And that's truth, backed up by things that are good and things that are beautiful. One of my podcast friends that I listen to, Bishop Barron, he does an excellent, maybe 30-minute teaching on a podcast, Word on Fire, about the true, the good, and the beautiful. So I'd recommend that you listen to that so I don't belabor on it. But we're all in search of that. It's intrinsic to us. We're always looking for that. It's like when you're looking for your mom, right? You're looking for her. Where is it? Where is it? You're seeking for something that gives you love, that gives you encouragement, gives you security, gives you support. And the other comment that I want to make is that just had coffee with a friend of mine today, and we were talking about this, and I said, I'm going to post this video today, and I'm telling him about it. Oh, that's good stuff. Because my question to you is, okay, we're in these three postmodern, post-Christianity, and post-technological age Christian men. What do we do? How do we deal with that? He gave me an awesome concept that I want to share with you, and here it is. We're in search of the true, good, and the beautiful, but have you ever been to a store where you paid cash? Okay, think about that. Everybody charges today. We buy a cup of coffee and hand them a debit card. We pay with Bitcoin, or we pay with some kind of electronic transaction. PayPal, American Express, Google Pay, whatever it is, Apple Pay. But have you ever paid with cash? A $20 bill or more, the clerk will immediately take that $20 bill, if they know what to do with it. Some places just don't accept cash, but the ones that do, they take the $20 bill, they hold it up to the light, and they're looking at it. And then they take that little pen, it's like an invisible magic pen, and they draw a line across it. Do you know what they're looking for? They're looking for the counterfeits. The counterfeits. We trust the digital. We trust the faux, the imaginary, and what I call the perversions of the true, good, and the beautiful that have come from those three post ages. Now, there's a whole lot of good that came from it too, but I'm only talking about the dangers to Christianity and the dangers to us Christian men. Are you looking for counterfeits when the real deal comes your way? Or do you just accept everything that comes your way because it came on the internet or it came from a trusted source? And I could think of a couple names that are really big in Catholic teaching or big in Christianity teaching, and they're trusted sources and people just kind of buy into everything they say. Well, I suggest that you train yourself to look for counterfeits because that's what's going to set our world back into the era where family mattered, where mom and dad mattered, where two people being in the house raising a child mattered, where two people had a conviction of faith and belief mattered, where two people had such a conviction in faith and belief that they actually watched their children and they taught them morals and taught them values and taught them principles. Now, these morals, values, and principles as a Christian are fairly uniform. As a non-Christian, they vary into objectivity and subjectivity. So if I think it's this and you think it's that, well, we have our own relativism, don't we? And we tend to go along with that. But the reality is the objective truth and the objective good and the objective beauty doesn't change. It's the subjective where we're all empowered today because of this no technological gap, because of this no education gap, and because of this no access gap. We're all challenged today to allow everybody to have their own space and their own place, whether it be true, good, or beautiful. So, for example, one of the things happening in our country today, major corporations, talking to some of you LinkedIn people out there, major corporations would readily hang a rainbow flag in the transgender and the gay movement. They would hang a rainbow flag, but they refuse to hang an American flag. There's a disconnect there. Many people will post all kinds of literature and all kinds of safe spaces, but we can't hang God on the wall. We can't say the word God anywhere or promote God anywhere. So in this society where we become anti-Christian, that's what it's turning into. And the morphing from anti-Christian into the gender neutrality type living gives us zero to no parameters to look for the true, the good, and the beautiful. That all becomes subjective versus objective. And I got to tell you, that's messing up the world, in my opinion. I really think so. So here's the remedy, guys. You want to make a change, pray. Oh, you Christians, you're always just talking about praying, man. What do you mean? We got to get in the trenches. We got to fight. We got to do something. Yes, there's a time to fight or a time to be a warrior. I prefer to be a warrior than to fight. I don't need to fight. The fight's already been won. Jesus already won the fight for us. Now it's a matter of the prayer. What is prayer? It's a communication between you and God, you and Jesus. And when you enter or engage into prayer, what you're doing is building a relationship. It's a communication. It goes two ways. But in order for it to come the second way, which is from God back to you, you have to close your mind down, stop thinking, and open your heart with ears to hear. I want to share that with you today. It's a lot of food there to chomp on. Please send back with your comments or conversations. If you want to take a little bit more time to talk about it, I'd be happy to do that because I laid a lot on you today. The three posts of the world, the post-modern, the post-Christian, the post-technological. What is the real, not the perverse or the counterfeit, true, good, and beauty? And then the things that happen to us and that we allow and permit in the name of the good of the all because we don't want to offend anybody and we want to be so inclusive and so diverse that it creates tremendous conflict and it creates just the opposite of harmony and just the opposite of love and unity. You can't have diversity and unity in the same breath. And it seems like our world's trying to do that in all of these topics I just mentioned today. And it's chaos. Just look around you. You'll see it. So Christian men, get on your knees and pray more. Huddle your family. Have weekly huddles, daily huddles, whatever kind of huddles you need to make sure those children you have know how important they are to you, how much you love them, how much you're willing to sacrifice your life, because that's what love is. Children spell love T-I-M-E, but you and I as parents spell love sacrifice. We give. Make sure you're doing that for your kids. Don't just engage them and patronize them and spoil them with all kinds of attention and gifts and things like that. You know, you are actually ruining the child instead of helping the child. But that's a whole nother talk. God bless you. Have a great day. And I look forward to seeing you again on another post.